Simon, Henderson, Kane, Saka all on the score sheet tonight. Foden started today. We're seeing a bit of a change in the England squad compared to what we've seen at the beginning. And also perhaps this is quite encouraging to see just so many players since the start of the tournament hitting the target for England. And maybe an advantage that they have on France.
It's certainly giving England a lot of versatility, and that's one of the main points, is that you're looking at that attacking line and almost every one of those attacking players has either scored or assisted. You've got Marcus Rashford, who didn't score today, but he's got three. He's a joint Three Lions top scorer, along with Bukayo Saka, who took his goal ever so well in the match against Senegal with a wonderful dink to finish over Edouard Mendy. You've got Jack Grealish, who's also scored. Harry Kane, 3 assists and now a goal. Phil Foden, who had 2 assists in this game. He also scored against Wales. So there's danger really from every direction. Jordan Henderson coming into the team also gives England a little bit more of that fighting, combative spirit in midfield, which perhaps you lose with a Mason Mount or a Phil Foden playing in that midfield three. And it allows Jude Bellingham to get forwards a little bit more and not sit so much with Declan Rice as a holding midfielder. And we've just seen, you know, the class of Jude Bellingham. I mean, this guy's just 19 years old. He's absolutely lit up this World Cup and he's been sensational. And I'll just add, I actually forgot to say this about Harry Kane, but Harry Kane, it's very important, this goal, because it actually takes him on 11 in major competitions for England. And that means that he surpasses Gary Lineker as England's all-time best scorer in major competitions. And that's, you know, a massive achievement for him. And it's only going to be a confidence boost going forwards. And as Karim said, that French defence, which hasn't really been tested. Yes, they've played against Robert Lewandowski. However, Robert Lewandowski doesn't get the service that you would imagine and hope that the English players are going to get in the quarter-final. Yeah,
and as you say there, Simon, this is credit not just for Harry Kane, but again, something for Gareth Southgate. In the end, Karim, this is Southgate having to do with so much talent within his squad. This is what he's able to do. He puts any player on the pitch today. He made a few changes around, and it delivers just as it did in the last games before that.
Yes, it works because every offensive player in this English squad is in confidence right now. So that's why they are very dangerous. And just to come back on what Simon said about Jordan Henderson, he scored tonight, and he still is 33, which is quite old when you see all those youngsters in the English national team. But he is one of the most reliable player, I think, because each time, either at Liverpool or with the English national team, you can always rely on him in the midfield to calm down his teammates, to put the pressure to the opposite side as well, to put some danger as well, and to impressionize. That's not really English to say that, but anyway, to put the pressure on the opponent team in the head, you know. And that's why Senegal was too weak, in my opinion, because they saw those players like Anderson, and he's everywhere to say, okay guys, you can do whatever you want, but I will be there to secure my team. So that's why I want to give credit to Henderson, because we don't talk a lot about him, but he's very important, I think, in this win tonight over Senegal.
Yeah, we'll talk about, of course, their opponents to come, France, in just a bit. But let's just talk about Senegal, because it was a clash of two lions tonight, but the Lions of Teranga clearly were dominated by the Three Lions.
By and large.
The question is, with this, of course, the African champions coming into this, can Aliou Cisse be proud of what he's achieved coming back into the knockout stage? Is this okay? They're being knocked out in the round of 16 to go home after this?
It is okay regarding the absence of Sadio Mane. And I think tonight we all thought about what could happen if Sadio Mane was in the team. Because they have only one shot on target tonight from Boulaïda, and there was a massive and a great save from Jordan Pickford, by the way. But still, with Sadio Mane, maybe the English defense will be more, they will be more afraid of Senegal. And that's why when the mountain is higher than we saw in the group stage against Qatar or Ecuador, that can't make it for Senegal. That's why I got like mixed feelings about tonight's defeat for Senegal, because on the one hand you can say, yeah, Aliou Cisse can be proud of them because they show that without Sadio Mane they could go to the knockout stage at the World Cup. But on the other hand, you say, well, they could do better and they could hope for a longer time tonight, because England didn't do great football for like maybe 20-30 minutes, but once they woke up, it was over, and they made one great mistake on the second goal, because that was in the stoppage time of this game, of the first half, and they should have fouled English players. If not, that's what can happen. And England killed the game by scoring just before halftime. So, that's why we have mixed feelings about Senegal, but still, I think they represented Africa quite well in this competition.
Yeah, that is what it is, isn't it? It's representing Africa. We'll of course, be watching how it goes because they represent them. And, of course, the supporters in the stadium, as we see, are very, very vocal. And it's such a passionate side, isn't it, behind Senegal.
The orchestra. Senegal orchestra, we're annoyed for the outcome.
We know that you recognise them at every tournament. They're there.